Hi, this is RN Bhaskar from Bhaskar Ki Business Baatein. In this channel, week after week, we try to bring you policy analysis, stories, and conversations. And we hope you like them. This time, we will do a policy analysis on something that affects almost everyone in Mumbai, but could also affect everyone in India. It is on property taxes. It is on why property taxes are so low, and also on why people in cities run the danger of having democracy destroyed and the electoral power being decimated systematically. To understand this video, you may have to look at another earlier video that I had given on this podcast channel, and that was on slums, because slums is going to be relevant for this podcast as well. This podcast is actually on property taxes and not on slums. And the last municipal corporation budget in Mumbai, the commissioner pointed out how property taxes had not been growing very well. And when you listen to the speech that is given, he makes 2 or 3 remarks. But before that, look at this table while I read out to you the remarks that he made. He says that the government itself approached the courts against the capital value-based tax system, and the Honorable Supreme Court quashed the application of the government. But because of this reason, property tax had declined. And then the municipal corporation commissioner made another very interesting remark. He said that property tax in the residential units with a carpet area less than 500 square feet, according to ordinance number 1 of Maharashtra Government Gazette, what the government did was it abolished property taxes for units having an area of less than 500 square feet. Why should they not pay property tax? Are they not using Mumbai roads? Are they not using Mumbai's infrastructure? Aren't they being served by Mumbai police? Aren't they getting municipal water? If you get all the facilities, someone has to pay the price. And worldwide, the largest revenue cities get is through property tax. But then in India, the collection of property tax is one of the lowest in the world. It is also one of the lowest in the whole of Asia. Why are property taxes low? There are 3 reasons for that. The first reason is the way property taxes are charged in Mumbai. 50% of the population is in slums. And if you look at the data of the census of India in 2011, many cities with a population of more than 1 million had already crossed the 40% mark. Today, because slums will keep on increasing, I'm certain all cities, all major cities, will have a slum population of more than 50%. When the slum population comes up, there are pressures to make the slum population not pay property tax, as in Mumbai. A special rule was created where under 500 square feet, people don't have to pay taxes, property taxes. Why do slums grow? Look at this one table that tells you the story. Slum population growth was higher than the national population growth. And within slums, households in slums grew faster than even the slum population growth. Why should households grow faster than the slum population growth? The answer is simple. In India, all subsidies, all benefits are given to households. Your ration card is in households. Your gas allocation is in households. How much subsidized electricity get is in households. So if we have more households in slums, collectively you get more electricity, more water, more rations, more everything. And that is why, as the chart will tell you, while the national average household was 5 people to a household, in slums, the average household was 0.5. Why? Because each person belonged to 2 households. When it is 0.5 as against 5, you know the slums are getting 10 times more the subsidies than what they're eligible to get. So 1, you get more subsidies. 2, you don't pay property taxes. And 3, more important, you also are benefited by politicians who want you to be in slums. Let's say you are 10,000 people. You 10,000 know who should be the leader representative from your community. But then I, as a politician, decide to put 50,000 people around your community as slums. Now it's 50,000 against 10,000. Your vote share has been marginalized, and the representative will be that of the 50,000 people and not your community. You have been rendered irrelevant. In other words, this is a very clever way of distorting democracy, distorting representation. There are 3 reasons why property taxes are not high. 1 is slums, which occupy 50% of the land, of the population. The second is what is known as cessed properties. Cessed properties are those properties where rentals are old rentals historically. For example, in the most prestigious, expensive place in Mumbai, there are people who stay on 7,000 square feet and pay a rent of 700 rupees per month because they're old historical rents. And you want to change that, but the government does not want you to change that because that will take away many privileges from the very influential who are very close to politicians. And this is despite the fact that while property taxes are not collected in Mumbai, the average rentals in India are among the highest in the world. So you have people who earn high incomes through rentals but don't pay property taxes. That is another injustice to the rest of India. So 50% goes to slums. 30% goes to cessed properties. So property tax is collected only from the remaining 20%. That is why property taxes are low. Now that results in many problems. It means government will start taxing other areas that the rest of Mumbaikars have to pay. They will increase traffic tolls. They'll increase fines. They'll increase a variety of things where taxes are put on the rest of Mumbai because you can't collect taxes from the 80%, the slums and the cessed properties. That is wrong. And this is the last reason which should trouble almost anyone. Every government has laws which prevent the collection of taxes very easily. Except for well-managed areas like Chandigarh or Navi Mumbai, the largest incomes that a police can get and the government can get is by charging illegal hawkers and illegal parking. But that money is collected by middlemen and that money does not go to the government. So the rest of us have to pay higher taxes to compensate for the money that we've already paid. We pay money, the government builds the road, and then the road is used by illegal parkings or illegal hawkers. The road was meant for traveling, not for illegal parking, not for hawking. But this is the irony of government. In other words, you have a government in cities where taxes are charged unfairly on the people who are the most lawful. And the people who are the most influential don't pay property tax at all. As a result, India itself has the lowest property taxes collected. India itself has to find other ways of taxing people which are not fair, which are not good. India needs to remedy its ways like the rest of the world has done. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope this podcast made sense because it affects you, because you pay taxes.